Well, like many people that like to go ice fishing, I'm out here with a few of my buddies and we're just siphoning through this endless amount of basin area, and we're targeting panfish today. And we just got out here a little bit ago and we found something really interesting. There's a little tree, or a busted off tree, out in the middle of this vast expansiveness of nothing, and I'm pretty much actually standing right on it. The cool thing about it is it's a high percentage area, and I've drilled a few holes in and around this tree. All day fish will kind of come and go from this area, and we can really see it quite easily on we got a 360 unit back here. The whole idea is to just sit and be kind of stealthy. Get your holes drilled, get everything situated. If you want to get out and do a little looking around, that's fine. But the whole key is quiet on the ice. This is a spot where we don't have a lot of snow cover out here. So you'd be amazed what fish can detect above their heads, whether it's drilling, walking around. It's no different than sitting here on a deer stand waiting for a deer to come by. Same concept. We're gonna set the house up. We might pop a few more holes, but we're gonna sit quiet and just wait for them and basically pass shoot them as they come in and around this tree. These trees, they'll hold insects, they'll hold bait fish, crayfish. It's just it's like its own little environment down there. But it's a major point of interest for an area that just has a vast expanse of nothingness. So the cool thing about this is not only can I see this structure plain as day, the one thing that really helps us and gives us confidence in this spot is not only the fish that are directly around the tree, but the fish that are coming and going. There's, you can see schools of fish out here come and go. They're not here right at this second. Actually, there's a couple out here, kind of to our 9 o'clock. But right here, if you kind of zoom in and look, I'll zoom in on the screen and I'll shift down and get you a really nice look. And actually, there's a little school of bait right here. There might be a few panfish mixed in here, but right here, my antenna is oriented and my screen is oriented. I like to keep them both in tandem with each other. That way, the way this arrow is pointed on the 360 transducer is in line with my screen. So it makes for me it makes it really simple to understand my, I kind of identify this as clockwork. It's right at my 6 o'clock. It's directly behind me. Now that's where the heart of the tree lays. As you can see, these guys are about at my 6:30, 7 o'clock. They're just off of the tree. So as you can see, I have holes, boom, 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 all the way around this tree, so we can feather in and around this. That way we're efficient as far as covering this little area. If you get bored of sitting in the same hole, it's nice to shuffle over to another hole real quiet and drop down. Go for it. So I'll just zoom in here so I can show you guys a little bit more of what this structure looks like. And it's like I said, it's at my 6 o'clock right here. And you can actually see the tree. I'll zoom in even a little bit more. And you can see these speckles right here off to the side. That might be a little bit of bait fish. There's a couple fish here, random fish here. There's some fish right under me. You can see a fish out here. There's a fish here. So there's just activity around this tree. And that's the whole key, is to just sit in a place of, in a point of interest. These fish are gonna come through eventually, and we might sit here till dark, and this might just come to life. This isn't one of those days where we just go crazy as far as running and gunning and tearing up the ice. We found this high percentage spot. It's no different than a guy in a wheelhouse camping out on a piece of structure or something. It's nice to have a little bit of shelter. Especially if it gets a little darker or colder or something, we can just hunker down and be comfortable. We have a little buddy heater we'll fire up. And the nice thing about this is the hub houses are just They're probably one of my favorites just for simplicity wise, and the fact that you can pop them up so quickly. Let's just go right over the top. We've caught fish here, so we're just gonna slide it right over. Jump in here, Luke. Oh yeah. Get a little heater in here and just camp out for a little while. Place to warm up out of the wind, just like that. It's not like we just went out here and just picked a random spot out on the ice, you know. This is a high percentage area, but with electronics, you know, doesn't take a lot of drilling. It doesn't take a whole ton of effort. It just takes a little persistence, drilling out and around, whether it's you find a little weed bed, rock pile, or a treetop, or anything of that nature. And I'm gonna pop a hole right in the middle of these two, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna run that 360 in here. We have holes drilled all the way around us in about a perfect circle. While these guys are fishing, we're gonna keep an eye on the 360. All right, so we'll drop this in. We have our orientation right in line with our transducer. And we can sit, you know, and fish vertically right under us with our HELIX. But we're also gonna keep a real close eye on this little guy here. So in case a school of fish pops up 30, 40, 50 feet out, from right here at this location, our base camp, I have holes drilled out here, out here, out here, here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna watch for incoming schools of fish. And if we want to, we can try to, you know, intercept them on one of these outside holes. Everything's already drilled. All you have to do is just pick up, tiptoe out, boom, drop on them. The holes might not be perfect, but at least you'll be, you know, 50 feet closer to them. You might get lucky and drop right on them, but this is kind of our, you know, our radar, keeping tabs on everything around us.
Here we go. Okay.
Is that a real one?
Hey, this might be a good one. This might actually be a good one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, what do we got here? This could be a little gator, maybe.
Big crappie.
Oh, get him!